Hi folks, it's Switchback. This video is about using a personal urination device, also known as a female urination device or a stand to pee device. So these devices will allow you to stand up to pee without having to drop your pants. They allow you to go pee on the trail without having to take off your backpack. They allow folks to pee standing up who can't squat. They're also nice for folks who identify more as someone who should be standing to pee. Personal urination device can be really nice if you don't want to have to squat in sketchy terrain. Even something like this, now that it's tick season, not as much fun. It makes it really nice to be able to pull off to the side of the road, especially if you have like an irritable bladder, interstitial cystitis, urinary urgency, the kind of thing where you don't have a whole lot of warning and you can just pull off to the side of the road. You don't have to drop trow. For this reason, you might even consider keeping one just in the car. It might be nice to use one in a vault toilet or a portable toilet, or if you're off at a gas station using a sketchy bathroom. Some people prefer not to have to get up in the middle of the night if they're camping and they need to go pee, like if it's cold or it's rainy, snowy. If you do decide to try this, you're going to want some kind of a jar with a wide mouth. So a designated Nalgene bottle, a mayo jar, a peanut butter jar. Some people use a Gatorade bottle. That seems a little risky to me. Just be sure to empty it out in the morning. That said, I don't do this myself. But using a personal urination device might make your accuracy a little bit better trying to land it in that jar. How exactly do you use one of these things? Well, this one's mine. This is the pStyle, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. This end is the back, this is the front. And what you'll do is get this inside of your pants, inside of your underpants. I've forgotten the underpants once. Really fun on a first day of a backpacking trip. You're going to place this a little further back than you might think you need to. This needs to get to your perineum, which is the area between the vagina and the rectum. It needs to be pressed up against you firmly, and it needs to be tipped forward for the sake of gravity so it doesn't backflow back into your pants. And also make sure that this is outside of the front of your pants for the same reason. From there, you do the best you can to try to relax your pelvis and pee while you're standing up with your pants up. Yes, it's weird the first few times. I highly recommend that you try this at home in the shower and then in the toilet at home before you go and try this out in the wild. After I'm done using it, I just rinse it out with a little bit of water from my bladder and then pop it in the Ziploc bag that I store it in, put it back in my pack, and off I go. If water is scarce and I'm carrying toilet paper, I might wipe it out with the toilet paper, or I might even throw a little bit of hand sanitizer on there as well. I've had my pStyle for several months now, but when I was researching this project and looking at the different brands, the different companies out there, I found that I really liked a lot of what pStyle stands for. They use a lot of trans, non-binary, non-gender conforming folks, and also people who have different physical abilities and limitations in their verbiage and their messaging, and I really like that about them, and that's something that I really want to promote on this channel as well. And so I reached out to them. There is an affiliate link down below if you're interested in buying a pStyle. I highly recommend supporting a company that supports whatever your values are. Those are some of mine. Another thing I really like about pStyle is that they are made in a woman-owned factory in the USA. When I was looking to buy a personal urination device, I decided to go with the pStyle. The reasons that I went with this are, first, it's actually the lightest one I've found on the market, which just kind of happens to be that way. This one weighs in at 27 grams on my scale. On their website, it says 24 grams, give or take 3 grams. Big deal. Still under an ounce. But a lot of the other ones out there, the Tinkerbell is 1.8 ounces. Some of the other ones are 3 ounces. So if you're a gram counter, this is the way to go. I really like that it's rigid so it won't collapse between thighs that really love to hug each other. Some of the other ones are more flexible and silicone, and so they might collapse depending on your anatomy. I also really liked that this one is open. It's not a funnel. Therefore, it will be less likely to backflow, and it's a lot easier to clean out. And yes, this is clean, fresh out of the dishwasher. When you do go to pee, you may need to lean forward a little bit just to help clear your shoes and your pants and make sure that it, again, is leaning forward a little bit. From there, you can scrape any urine off of you. I personally like to wipe still. Everyone's a little different. I do carry a Coola cloth. I'm quite happy with it. I don't generally like to wipe it out with my Coola cloth. I'll rinse it out if that's what I have with me. And again, always carry out any toilet paper that you use. This one doesn't pinch because it doesn't collapse, and it doesn't irritate skin because it's a hard plastic. I personally am allergic to latex, and I know a lot of them aren't really necessarily made out of latex, but a lot of the other materials out there, my skin is just very sensitive. I have to be very careful. I like that this one has a deeper reservoir than some of the other ones out there, like the Tinkerbell is a little shallower, and it's also less bulky and a little bit smaller than some of the other designs. There's nothing to put together. Some of them have a funnel that you add on to the end of it. It just seems like one more spot to potentially fail. I do know that the Tinkerbell can be folded in half. These can be used while standing or kneeling. You could potentially use it squatting, I suppose. You might be able to use it sitting. I've never tried, but it's certainly worth a try if you'd like to. Some brands out there come with a storage case. The pStyle does not. I've found that using a Ziploc bag is totally sufficient, and then I just store it inside of a pocket. There are different pouches and different storage cases that you can buy out there. Some people have even found them at the dollar store. Some of them even have a carabiner so you can attach it to your pack that way. Personally, if I were looking for a case for mine, I would want it to be waterproof and something that I could clean. But some people really like how discreet something like that is. I found when I was doing my research on this that the prices are pretty similar across the board. So it's really about what features are important to you. I know I was really hesitant to try a personal urination device when I first heard about them, and I'm backpacking. I've been backpacking for years, but I'm really glad that I decided to give it a go. It's made my trail running, my hiking, my backpacking so much easier. It's really nice that I don't have to take off my pack when I'm on a backpacking trip. It's really nice that I don't have to look for quite as discreet of a location to go pee. If you decide that you want to give one of these a try and you want to try the pStyle, the affiliate link is again below. You can explore their website, and that does help benefit this channel without costing you anything extra. If you got some value out of this video, be sure to give it a like down below and hit that subscribe button, and let me know in the comments what you decide to go with. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye. Seems a little small on the mouth for me, but I would prefer to go with something a little wider mouth in the middle of the night, but that's me.